Hello, my lovelies, and a big, huge welcome back to the Bliss and Thrive podcast. It's Caris Anderson here, and I'm helping you on your health and fitness journeys, get motivated and get some amazing results. And today we're talking about change. Let me know this. Have you ever set out to go and reach a goal? And you kind of know the changes you've got to make in your life to reach that goal, but for some reason you can't stick to it, you get in your own way, you self-sabotage, and you just get frustrated because you're like, I know I need to make these changes in my life, but why the bloody hell am I not doing them? And the reason I say this is because I literally hear it all the time from you guys. So I know it's a thing. We all do it. I do it as well. And first of all, I want to say it's okay. It's completely normal. We're going to delve into today, like, why do we self-sabotage? Why do we get in our own way? And I'm really going to help you get to the bottom of that and give you some amazing tips on how to make those changes. But first of all, before we get there, we need to realize that change is on a surface level. So the little changes you need to make, the little drink more water, do daily exercise, meditate, all those little changes you want to make, they are difficult if you don't dig deeper and transform from a deeper level. When you transform yourself, those little changes become easy because they identify with who you are once you've transformed. So we're going to delve into today of how to do that, exactly that, and it's going to be fascinating. But first of all, why do we actually resist change? Why do we have those moments of really not doing what we know we should be doing and then getting frustrated with why we can't do it? This is completely normal, guys. It's so normal. And you know why? Because your brain, the lovely thing that you think is functioning for you and it's the smart part of your body, it's going into monkey mode and it wants to protect you from change, from anything different, from anything out of the ordinary, from anything slightly scary. Your brain is protecting you and it wants to keep you comfortable and safe. Your brain loves routines and it doesn't actually want you to change. So when it starts to detect change, and perhaps you have a little fear of that change, which we're going to go into as well, your brain is like, oh no, wait a minute. I do not want this. I like our comfy life. I like knowing what I'm doing each day. I like exactly what we do, our comfy life on the sofa. That's where your brain wants to be, and it wants to keep you there, wants to keep you safe, and it's all for protecting you. But we are humans. We crave change and to evolve and to up-level our lives, especially in this day and age. But our brain is still our monkey brain from the past, and it's still trying to keep us safe. It's not really kept up with the times, basically. Now you know your brain is actually against you. It's actually trying to self-sabotage you. Once you know that, you can accept it and you can have a moment of like, hold up. It's that brain, it's that monkey brain kicking in again. I'm not letting you win this time. I am going to stick to my change. And just knowing that can really, really help. So we talked there about how the brain can kind of sense the fear of change and sees that as a warning and an alarm. So why do we feel fear of change? Because if I say to you like, okay, you can change beyond your wildest dreams, you're going to be the healthiest, most gorgeous version of yourself that you've ever been, you're going to be wealthy, you're going to have everything you want in your life. That doesn't sound scary, does it? But when we dig a little bit deeper, we can find some fears that are hidden in there. So we might have the fear of the unknown. If we start to change our life, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know, what changes we're going to have to do. What are we going to have to undertake? Is it going to be uncomfortable? Is it going to be putting us out of our comfort zone? And as I said, your brain wants to keep you in that comfy, lovely, squishy, warm comfort zone place. So you might have the fear of the unknown, the fear of discomfort. You might also have the fear of a knock-on effect, the fear that this change might accidentally have consequences on another part of your life. For example, if you start to change the way you look, is that going to then change people's opinion of you? Is that going to then change how people think of you at work? Is that going to then change your relationship with your partner? Is that going to then change, just your general opinion of yourself? Is it going to change who you are in the core? And do you quite like who you are right now? That's scary. That is scary. And especially, we think way too much about what people think about us. So you might not realize that. Or you might have an opinion yourself of someone who, for example, lost a lot of weight and got really in shape. You might have an opinion of that person, and it might not be a positive opinion. That's something you can delve into later, but maybe you don't want people to have that opinion of you. So these fears can really hold us back. And of course, we have that fear of failure. What if I try? What if people see me trying and I tell people I'm trying, and what if I can't do it? That monkey brain kicks in. It's like, tell you what, best just not to try. You're fine as you are, mate. Stay as you are. Let's not try, because you might fail, and that's quite scary, especially to fail publicly or, in front of your partner or in front of your kids, in front of your mum and your dad. You want to make everyone proud, and what if you fail? Those thoughts all come to us when we're making these changes, and you don't realize what's happening, but your brain is going, no, that's way too scary. We're not going to do that. We're not going to make those changes. Let's just stay comfy in where we are. We're fine. So you're fighting against that. When you're trying to make these changes, that's what you're fighting against. So what we need to do is use everything in our power to create these changes on a deeper level. And when they're on a deeper level, it's not just little changes anymore, it's a transformation. So how do we do this? First of all, and I've talked about this before, we really need to find out why you want to change. What is it you're really going for? And you might think that it's these kind of surface reasons. I want to fit in a dress, I want to look good for the Christmas party, or whatever it might be. But what's driving you on a deeper level? Why do you really want to change? What is that change really what kind of effect is that really going to have in your life? Are you searching for happiness? Are you searching for love? Are you searching for approval? Are you searching for a way out of a situation that you're in? What are you really looking for? When you know that real fundamental reason why, you can then know what your push is. And it can be a push of pain and discomfort, or it can be a pull of pleasure and happiness. But once you know that, you always know where you're going to go back to. Okay, I'm self-sabotaging myself. What the blooming hell am I doing? What is my reason why? Why do I want it? Why do I want it? Why do I want it? And keep digging at that reason. Is that true? Am I really telling myself the truth right now? Or is that something I think would sound good if I said? Are your kids really the reason why you want to change? Or does that just make you sound like a good mum? I know it sounded a little bit harsh, but you can always dig deeper. We don't need to lie to ourselves. We can be completely honest with ourselves, because that is really the only person we can always be 100% honest with. We should be honest with ourselves. When you're honest with yourself, the layers that come away is incredible. When I see and work with women who really get to their reason why, their driving force behind everything, and they actually transform their lives in that underneath deep level, that's when their most amazing, rewarding transformations come. Yeah, transformation picture, looking fit and beautiful and healthy and glowing and everything, but their whole life transforms, and it is the most rewarding journey for me as a coach. And it's so cool to see with my clients that they've come wanting to change one thing. I want to start exercising. I want to, get fit so I can run around with the kids. I want to get fit before I'm 40, or fit into my dress, which are all lovely, lovely little goals. But when we start working together and we get that transformation process underway, and they actually transform their life, And then all those changes they need to make, all those, making sure you don't overeat, working on your portions, adding in more like vitamins and minerals into your day, hitting your protein goals, that is just like, oh yeah, easy, non-negotiable. Of course that happens, because the new version of yourself does those things. And that's it. We really need to start to identify with the version of ourselves who we dream of, who we really want to be. We need to start identifying with that now. And a good way to do that is to ask yourself a question. So if you're trying to, get more healthy, say, you can ask yourself the question in any moment, what would health conscious, healthy Karis do right now? So we could take this to any goal whatsoever. So if your dream is to run a marathon and in the morning you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to lace up my running shoes today, you can ask yourself the question, well, what would marathon runner Karis do today? What would gold medal winner Karis do today? If you want to become a millionaire and you are, maybe avoiding looking at your bank account and doing your taxes, you can ask yourself, well, what would millionaire Karis do today? And when you do that and you start to identify with the version of yourself you really want to become. So we've figured out your reason why you want to change. We've really dug deep into that because that's going to be your driving force. And then we really start to identify by using those little tricks, like asking yourself a question, with the person you want to become, because that is the person you are becoming, okay? That's the person you're transforming into. Because once you are that person and you identify with that person, all the habits and changes come really naturally. So I guess at this point we need to ask ourselves the question, how committed are you to changing? Do you actually want to go through this process? Do you actually want to become that person? Have you just got caught up in the fact of like, I should be losing weight, I should be, eating healthier. Often when you're not that committed, you might do something like go and buy Slim Fast shakes or Herbalife shakes or something like that, because it's like, oh yeah, quick fix, like, yeah, probably you want to lose some weight, that would be good. Everyone else is looking quite skinny, I would like to look skinny too, or I used to be skinnier, that would be great. Are you actually committed to do the work that it takes for you to get from where you are now to where you want to be? How much do you really want to be that person that we talked about, the person you're going to identify with? And if that is a hell of a lot, Karis, like my deepest, darkest desire, then it's worth doing this work. It's worth putting down the Herbalife shakes, the Slim Fast diet, whatever, and actually changing from the inside. And you'll be so grateful. You'll look back in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you'll be like, I am so grateful that I had that moment of clarity and took the time to work on this stuff, because I could have been yo-yo dieting for the rest of my life. And that's what I really don't want for you. And that's why I'm a personal trainer. I'm a personal trainer, but I'm obsessed with this stuff because, yeah, we can squat, we can do push-ups, we can do whatever. But this is the game-changing stuff, guys. And this is why the women I work with get amazing results and lasting results. Don't mean to toot my own horn. I'm tooting their horn. Just sounds so wrong. But yeah, like this is it. This is the game-changing stuff, okay? All right, so once we have figured our reason why, we're starting to identify with ourselves, we've figured if we're actually really committed to this journey, what do we start to do? We need to set some blooming habits. Set some habits. I talk about habits a lot, but nothing will change without habits. The brain, we talked about the brain earlier. The brain loves efficiency. The brain loves any shortcuts it can take. If you think about back to Paleolithic times, cavemen, we don't know when we're going to get our next meal. Maybe we can't catch that tiger and eat it, whatever. But we need to be efficient with our energy. So we need to be efficient with everything we do. So the brain loves those little shortcuts. It loves routine, habits, and efficiency. It doesn't want to do anything that's like taking a bit of extra effort. So just realize that when you come to set habits. So you need to make your habits efficient. And a really great way of doing this is habit stacking. So for example, when you go to the loo, what is the very next thing you do? You flush the chain, you wash your hands, you dry your hands. It's a habit. It's ingrained in us from when we're children. We don't even think about it. It's just like boom, 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 boom. So we need to start stacking habits for you, like washing your hands after going to the loo. So what habits can we stack? After you brush your teeth, you put your gym clothes on. Okay, great. All we need to do is just work on stacking that habit first. Brush your teeth, put your gym clothes on. Brush your teeth in the morning, put your gym clothes on. Once that becomes like an ultimate habit, what can we stack on there? Brush your teeth, put your gym clothes on, grab a glass of water. Brilliant, amazing, boom, boom, boom. That becomes a non-negotiable habit. Next, 20 minutes of a workout. Brush your teeth, put your gym clothes on, grab a glass of water, 20 minutes of workout. Boom, boom, boom. Your body knows it. It's just like, yeah, I do that now. When you create that habit and create that system and you create those links, they become non-negotiable. And if you ever have a problem with kicking that habit in, you can go back and ask yourself the identifying question of, what would healthy and fit Karis do right now? I'd put my gym clothes on and I'd do my workout. But it takes time, and it won't happen every time that the habit works perfectly. But start to look for areas in life where you can kind of stack these habits. I make dinner, I shove a handful of salad with it. I always check my plate to make sure I've got greens and make sure I've got protein on the plate. They become habits, okay? Doing your shopping at the same time every week, making sure you've got your food shop done, it becomes a habit. And just making sure that they become systems and they become easy and non-negotiable, and we remove all the obstacles, and you're finding the most simple way possible to integrate these habits into your life and build them up slowly. You've got time for it. You build up slowly. So don't feel disheartened if you are resisting change. You know you need to change. You know you need to change X, Y, and Z to get X result, and you're not doing it, and why the hell aren't I doing it? I've even seen people who will get on the scale, they'll see they've lost weight, and then they will go and eat a whole bag of crisps. Why are they doing it? They're resisting change, the fear of change, the brain holding them back, the fact they've not done the deeper work yet and identified with themselves. So all of those things are real. They happen. We do it. We're human. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be hard on yourself. But when you realize where it's all coming from, and you realize that you have the tools now, you have some tools in your pocket now to become a better version of yourself, and stop getting frustrated with yourself and tiring yourself out by self-sabotaging and getting in your own way. We're going to get out of your own way now. It's going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of digging, and a little bit of finding your reason why, creating those systems and habits, but it's going to be worth it. I promise you. You will look back and be like, I am so flipping grateful I did that. I'm so grateful I took those moments, those minutes to figure this stuff out and implement it. Not only will it save you thousands in fad diets and shakes, it will save you so much heartache as well. And you'll be healthier, you'll live longer, you'll feel happier and fitter and be thriving. So I really hope that resonated with you today. If you want to delve deeper into how this all looks for you, I have my one-on-one mindset and motivation coaching. It goes along with my workout programs, or you don't even have to do the workout programs if you don't want to. I've helped people who are in a life change, in a moment in their life where they're having, maybe a split from their partner, a change of job, and it's time for a life change. I obviously help people with their health and fitness. I've helped young women, students who need to get motivated to come and study and, work better at school. I really believe that all of this mindset work can help you in any area of your life, and of course with your health and fitness journey. So I'm going to leave the link to pop me a little message and get signed up for one-on-one coaching if you want to in the comments and the description. Book in a little 15-minute call, come and chat to me. We can see if this is going to be right for you. But if not, you have all these tools here right now. Go and implement them. Go forth into the world, darling, and make that change happen. Make it happen. Make that transformation happen, I should say, because I know you really want it and I know you can do it. I know you can. So have a wonderful day. If you liked this and you are listening on iTunes, take a little screenshot, pop it in your Instagram stories and tag me in. And maybe leave a review. That would be amazing. 5-star review on iTunes is literally like something that's going to make my day. And if you're watching on YouTube, hi, sorry I look a little bit of a mess. I'm not feeling 100%. Perhaps like this video, subscribe to the channel. I post up workouts weekly and podcasts weekly. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and I'll catch you later.